everyone, and welcome to session 8 of our beginner series. So to begin with, we're going to get ourselves nice and comfortable for our practice. So have your mat out in front of you, grab any cushions that you need to, and just have a sense now of closing your eyes or shifting your gaze downwards and connecting to your body. So like at the beginning of all our sessions, we are really establishing our reason for practice, our reason for showing up today. Have a sense now of drawing your energy inside of you and connecting to your feeling. Start to bring in your Ujjayi breathing, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And come in with a sense of acceptance of how your system is today. Whether there's energy, enthusiasm, or maybe there's a bit of fatigue, reluctance. So over the last 7 sessions, we've been exploring our 6 keys to the path of yoga to success. And we're just going to connect and remind ourselves of those. The first one being enthusiasm, viriya, perseverance, titiksha, discernment, viveka, faith, shraddha, courage, parakama, and finally, inspiring company, sangha. So these 6 keys are really around how to set ourselves up to retain our energy and to continue to grow healthily. And we're going to seal these in with our Namaste Kriya. So we take an inhale, we raise our hands up. As you exhale, draw your hands down and seal this at your heart by taking a bow to yourself for the endeavor of showing up and practicing. A bow to all those people out there who are also aspiring yogis doing these practices. And a bow to the method of living yoga. Namaste.
Namaste.
So now we're going to move into our breathing practice. So get yourselves nice and comfortable, lying down on your back or remaining seated, but that you're in a position that you can sustain. So we've been exploring our dynamic breathing. We're going to do 15 double breaths in the belly, 5 breaths in the belly, 5 breaths belly to chest, and 5 in the chest. We're going to do 3 rounds of this. So just a reminder that the dynamic breathing is designed to create some big sensations in the body. It's connecting to our more kind of fight and flight mechanism in our nervous system, but also it's enabling us to become a little bit more stress resilient. Okay, so it means that you're going to need a bit of enthusiasm. You're going to have to open to the challenge and engagement. We take 1 breath at a time, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Away we go. Switch. Into the chest. Final breath. And release, let go. Now when you're ready, you're going to take a slow, steady breath in through the nose, filling your body up with your breath. Away we go. Gather all your life energy, all your forces, bringing your mind into the feeling, seal it in, and then our breath to exhale slowly, progressively let go. So melt your edges, you may not need to breathe, and allow your mind to switch focus from external to internal. And fix yourself from your identity, from the world, in your relationships, and establish yourself in yourself. So with each round of breathing, we kind of gain access to a deeper space. You know, we kind of break through the crust with the first round of breath, and then it gets a little bit deeper each time. So we're going to repeat the practice, 15 double breaths, slow and deep, progressively letting go and kind of not fighting with the process. You know, see if you can manage that for yourself. Starting with the inhale through the nose, away we go. Switch. Switch. Let go. Now you feel that inner cue, you're going to gather your breath through your inhale, filling up your body. Away we go. Seal your awareness around the feeling, contain the air, and then our breath to progressively soften, let go, give it back to your body. Now you're becoming a little bit more familiar with the practice. You can guide yourself through. So you ride this wave of feeling deep inside yourself. You just simply open and soften to how it is. This is a huge training, a huge psychological shift there to participate in. To think is no big thing. We're all doing it all throughout the day. But to connect to feeling without the mind having a projection onto that feeling, without it having a judgment or an interpretation. This is a rare process to participate in. And it takes training, you know, it doesn't happen like that. You may be able to follow it for a certain period of time, and then you may notice you've kind of lost it, you've shifted out, and you have to gently remind yourself where your focus needs to be in the moment. But over time, it totally can transform. You can totally train your mind. You start to train a new pathway of thinking. So we're going to take our final round of 15 breaths. Away we go. Switch. Switch. Final breath. Empty lungs. Now powerfully fill yourself up with your life energy, expanding your body. Harness this power inside of you, wrapping your awareness around the feeling as you progressively exhale to softly release. Leave a little spare air in the lungs so you don't grasp your breath at the end. And come in to feeling, into those sensations within yourself. So this is the path of courage. We have a word in yoga called tapasya, tapas. And it's really around being able to be with a certain level of discomfort, a certain level of burn within the system, to have a different relationship with stress, you know, a positive relationship with stress and how to use it for fuel. So when you come into this dynamic stillness, you're really coming into the edge of vulnerability with life in yourself. Something in you will have to soften and let go in order to kind of do it, to open. And that can feel very uncomfortable at times. Sometimes you can feel a bit restless or resistant. And that's okay. Know that if you're feeling that, you are on the right path. You're expanding your capacity to be with life. And this is what yoga is about. We're going to take a breath now together, breathing in, filling up, and holding for 12 seconds. At the peak of the breath, away we go. Use your R breath to slowly melt. So you've done some deep work in your system. And over time, over these practices, we'll be able to build more and more capacity for that kind of breathing. But for the time being, we're now ready to kind of circulate all that energy around the body using our postures, our flow. So in your own time, you're just going to make some movements in your body, spreading into your fingers, your toes. And we're going to slowly bring ourselves up to our feet. So you may feel a little bit lightheaded from the practice. Manage your own transition, manage your own blood pressure. And we're going to come into mountain. So spread into your toes. Allow your awareness now to shift to your feet and feel the grounding. Gently spread into your palms and just feel that kind of openness of your front body. And we're going to connect to our Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, using those whisper muscles at the back of the throat. So the breath becomes audible and controllable. So we have these 4 principles of our practice. The first one is getting easy in ourselves. That means to be able to come in humbly, softening. The second is to be able to pulse with our breath and our movement so that nothing is fixed and held. So that we start to skillfully and playfully work with the edges of our tension, expanding our territory. And finally, this sense of that the path you're on is the perfect one for you. Okay, and we're going to bring this all into our practice now. We're going to use our block, breathing in. Breathing out. Pulsing in the mountain, inhaling to open the chest. Life coming in as you exhale, life being released and softening. We're going to take an arm raise on our inhale. Interlacing those fingers. Exhale, you immediately let go. Because you've brushed the edge of your tension on the inhale. You now start to kind of move into this space. Skillfully breaking it down. Breaking down any tension, opening, lifting up. Exhaling to release. Final pulse on your inhale. On your exhale, you're going to swan dive forwards, taking a bow down to the mat. Come to the edge, and then you're going to move away from the edge, breathing in, lifting up. And now you're going to start to skillfully work your awareness, your movement, and your breath, weaving it together. Playing with bending and straightening the legs. We'll take the intensity out of the forward bow. Breathing in will allow the breath to come into the lungs deeper. As you exhale, you'll be able to slowly start to draw yourself down. I'm going to take another 2 pulses here. As the brain gets a good soak, allowing all that energy to drain through the spine into the head. Exhaling, forward bow. We're going to fly all the way up on our inhale, raising the arms. And then on the exhale, we're going to immediately dive in again, but interlacing our fingers behind our back. So come in shallow. Use the inhale to lift and open the heart, look up. As you exhale, you're going to create that squeeze into your bow. So it should feel good. You know, stretching shouldn't feel like you're putting your body through another trauma. You're skillfully working the body into freedom. So if you kind of go too forcefully, what happens is that you just redirect the tension somewhere else. So you just want to use your breath awareness and a little bit of reserved practice. We're going to take one more pulse. Using that exhale to dive in. And then we're going to fly the arms up in the inhale. Bringing the hands to the heart on the exhale. We're now ready for a round of sun salutation. So inhaling, arm raise, flying the energy up through the body. Forward bowing on the exhale. Right leg lunge, inhaling. Downward dog on your exhale. We're going to come into plank on the inhale. See if you can meet the block. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down to the ground. Scooping into cobra on the inhale, you're raising yourself up. So your body may be a little bit cool for this, so just work gently. Exhale, down dog. Bringing that right leg through, inhaling, lunge. Forward bow on your exhale. Inhaling, flying mountain, arm raise. Hands to heart, exhale. So we're cycling the sun, inhaling, arm raise. Exhaling, we're going to take our bow. It will be the left leg coming back on your inhale. And you're going to send that energy up through the front body, looking up. And then we go to the reverse. We go into our down dog on the exhale. So this is nervous system work. Inhaling, coming into plank. Exhaling, knees, chest, chin. Cobra, opening the front body, inhale. Downward dog on your exhale. Left leg lunging, inhale. So you're raising that spine, looking up. Forward bow, exhale. So we completed a round, inhaling to arm raise. Exhaling, hands to heart. So we're going to take a vinyasa flow to the ground, inhaling, arm raise. Forward bow on the exhale. I'm going to take a pulsive breath here, breathing in. Stepping back into your downward dog, exhale. Pulsive breath here, maybe working into your back body. Patting down with your heels. I'm going to take an inhale into our plank now. Knees, chest, chin on the exhale. We're going to scoop now into the cobra, breathing in. And we're going to take a few breaths here, exhaling, soften. So now you're kind of gently exploring your cobra, using your breath. So you're still pulsing, but we've got a little bit more time here, so you may be able to kind of gently sway into your hips. Start to kind of fan open the ribs. Slowly drawing open the chest, allowing those shoulders to roll back, and that breath to come all the way up through the spine into the crown of the head. So you can see with Fran's movement, she's not fixing herself. She's using the exhales to release everything. She's coming down, taking the tension out, and then using that inhale to kind of go further. And this is how we create sustainability in our practice. And we ensure that we don't start to build more tension. So we're going to take another couple more pulses. Using even the backs of the legs to kind of draw some more energy pointing out through the toes. And now we're going to flow back into our counter flow of cat, tilt, dog, and baby. So you're rolling your spine and you're just going into that residue in your back. Sitting back into baby, bring all your awareness into your back. Taking a breath here. Allowing yourself to soften. On your next inhale, we're going to travel back through cobra, coming forwards. But we're not stopping, we're going straight back into downward dog. And we're going to bring that left leg forwards into swan as we're going to come into a spinal twist. Okay, so allow that back leg now to switch around. You're going to draw it around in front. So you might have to do that in a few stages. Stay in your breath, stay in your body, hooking that leg over. Left arm's going to raise. Filling up. Exhale, looking over towards the right. So you're going to create a squeeze in the spine. The breath will need some space. So you'll need to back off, open up, and then you'll have to make the turn. So how your spinal twist feels and looks today will vary, and that's okay because we are not concerned with any of these aesthetics. We are completely involved in the breath, the feeling, and being able to maintain our awareness, and maintain our energy connection. So we are bringing out the digestive system, an area called Manipur chakra, which is really responsible for our ability to process life, to digest it. Not just food, but also emotion and experience. We're going to take one more pulse here. Exhaling to release. And we're going to travel back the way we came. So you're going to unhook your leg, your top leg. You're going to bring it back behind you. Exhaling, we're switching sides. So inhaling the right arm up. Exhaling to make your turn. Find a pulse, breathing in. Exhaling to squeeze. We're building some good sensitivity in the spine. So what happens often is that if the upper body is very tight, you tend to kind of roll and the movement tends to be very limited. So what you can do is you can just come out of it on the inhale, find that lift, and then on your exhale you may have to do less movement, but you'll be able to kind of keep your chest open. 2 more pulsing. Final pulse, breathing in. Exhaling to squeeze. And it will be the inhale that brings us to cross legs. Exhale, release, soften. We're going to come into a Namaste Kriya. So inhale, going to raise the arms up. Exhale to forward bow. Take a couple of breaths here. And then gently raise yourself up. Use an R breath to exhale, release. And lengthen into your body. Have an awareness of absorbing any changes that have taken place. And we're now ready to lie ourselves down for the Shavasana, for Shavasana. So have your palms up to the sky and allow your feet to fold out. If you need to adjust your position in any kind of way, feel free to do so. But once you've found your position, endeavor to be still. We're going to take 15 double breaths like we did at the beginning. 5 in the belly, 5 belly to chest, 5 in the chest. And away we go. Belly to chest. Into the chest. Final breath. Gather all your forces through your inhale, filling up. Our breath to slowly release. Now release your grip on your body, your identity, opinions, judgments, your past. And simply bring the light of your awareness into the energy of your toes, soles of feet, tops of feet, ankles, calves, knees, thigh, buttocks, hips, pelvic floor, tailbone, lower abdomen, dip in your spine, upper abdomen, middle back, chest, upper back, shoulder blades, armpits, fingers, palms, backs of your hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, tops of arms, shoulders, collarbone, neck, jaw, cheeks, ears, back of head, mouth, nose, eye, temples, forehead, center of your brain, crown of your head. Feel the energy in the crown of your head. Now we're going to take a slow, progressive inhale together, filling up our body with our breath. And we're going to hold the breath in for 12 seconds. Away we go. Feel your whole body. Become aware of your whole body. Our breath to slowly release, desolidify. Melt into yourself. Allow yourself to simply be absorbing. So we've completed our home practice for today. We're going to seal the practice in with our Namaste Kriya. So if you gently change your seat, staying in your body, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Don't pick up any extra thoughts. We're going to take an inhale, drawing the hands up. Exhaling, bringing the hands to the heart as a bow of union. Breath, body, and awareness. Take a bow to yourself for practicing today, to those that are also practicing, and to the message. Namaste.
Namaste.